Hey, besties! You're welcome to another episode of Curious Mind, where we ask the questions everyone is thinking about, but not everyone has the boldness to talk about it. And in today's episode, we will be talking about a very, very deep and interesting topic. And the topic says child marriage. So before we go right into today's topic, I'd like to give the most simplest definition of child marriage. Child marriage is a situation whereby a girl child is given out for marriage at a very tender age, that's before the age of 18. And I'm your host for today, Vanessa came today, and I have
Prosper and Suji.
So Prosper, what would you say? Like, do you have any other contrary definition to the word child marriage?
Well, I think my co-host has said it. So child marriage is basically in simplest and layman definition. It's basically when a child is living to a man person or below age of 18 years and most times engaged the child you got. I mean the child can't think of any other age, you understand? And so the main reason why we're talking about it is because I think it's the last week in March and we all know March as Women's Month. So we're just doing it to honor the girl child being the month of March. So basically the main reason why we even talk about this topic right now is because we just heard now that in USA they just legalized 34 countries, thereabouts, that accept child marriage. So like I thought it was even like abolished or maybe just in the rural or the part that they're ignorant. Yes, but there's even happening around us in USA for that point. Just make me more angry that okay, what's going on really? Do you understand? And why in your country to get tobacco, to get alcohol, 21 years, but to get married and a child like you're putting like make it make sense, honestly. So I just thought that what better way to talk about it than on our platform, because we like to create awareness and all of that. And also, want to tell you guys not forget to watch the full video on our YouTube channel because everything will be there.
Yeah, I know just watch, subscribe. So going right into it now, why do you think it's still in existence?
Okay, well, I don't even say ignorance because I feel like now people are already well aware. You understand? I feel like society is becoming more aware of things. We have social media, people are talking about it every day. But I just feel like most people do it for selfish reasons. Parents, they send their children off for money. I feel like just a poverty alleviation scheme. Do you understand? But they feel like the best for them to do is just sell their child. But the girl child, the boxing is a girl child.
Collateral.
Yes, collateral for yes, do you understand? So I feel like that's the main reason. Maybe also ignorance actually. And also maybe because some people have this mentality that a girl child is learn from kitchen. Like she has no purpose of her own. No need for school, no need for opportunities, no need for exploration, no need for making friends or living our own dreams. Do you understand? Just okay, once you're a certain age, having people
going certain age. I feel like most times it starts from like the age of like let's say like 13 to about like 16.
13, what they think 13?
Or even 10 years. So
I saw 6 years and 9 years. 6 and 9 years. And this thing happens. I just saw one 6-year-old child. She was married to a man. I think it was Iran. That was in all these Arab countries like Iran, Sudan, Ethiopia. Like it's fast rising there. And then she now think, yes, let me say, okay, these countries have something in common. Their religion. Do you understand? But what about the US? What about US said that is a renowned and a civilized. Do you understand? So what is the excuse for that? Do you understand? And it's just so crazy because why is this still happening? Why is the talking about it? Do you understand? There's not enough awareness going on. Do you understand? These people are young children that have hopes, that are meant to discover, they're meant to lead their lives, experience childhood. Why are they being given to a man? And do you understand? This same thing brings room for molestation, domestic violence, and domestic abuse. Do you understand? And trauma. Do you understand? So they don't even get and these things that they will see give it to many means have their own children too. Even a full grown woman doesn't even actually navigate having a child and her body. We talk of a minor. Do you understand? So honestly, I think we're not angry enough as a country, as individuals. Do you understand? Yes.
Because another reason I feel like it's still in existence because of like I think religion. Do you understand? Religion and their culture. Because you see in some cases, like in probably like Sudan and Ethiopia, all those other countries, they say, oh, that's their tradition. Once the child is, before they even give birth to the child,
they're already marrying, they're already matchmaking.
This person is going to get married to this child. So another effect is like their tradition. They see it as a law. Like once you get to that age,
I'm trying to abolish tradition because even as at early this year, UNICEF gave a report that over 12 million girls are still are still being in child marriages. Imagine That's UNICEF. Like it's very crazy. Man, 12 million girls.
And I
They
feel
have
like
potential. They have dreams.
Mhm.
Just being like they're just cut short just because of a particular tradition or particular.
Yeah, I feel like for UNICEF to even come out to speculate that, it shows that they themselves, they are having issues about it. Like they're not happy with what is going on. Because if you look at it, it's really not making any sense. Why would you say
And
a child?
India too. India too.
Yeah,
Yes.
India. Why would you say a child of 6 years should get married? A child that needs to be taken
When I was
care
6
of.
years, I don't know what I was doing. Remember, when I was 6 years, I never remember on my own.
I literally used to run to my mom for everything when I was at the age of 6. Not to now talk of being betrothed to a man at the age of 6, like you're calling somebody your husband.
I don't want to care anybody that's engaging is a pedophile. I don't want to know whether your
Yes.
tradition or your
Sure.
norm or your culture is a pedophile. That only changes that fact that you're a pedophile.
Mhm.
Because I feel like you start with your daughter one day and
Yeah.
everything that happens to you, it's going to be on you. But you don't have to the generational cost for yourself.
Because
honestly.
you even going out to get married to a young girl, like it shows you have no respect or regard for women. That's like the first thing. You have no respect and regard for them. You feel like, okay, once this woman is here, she's betrothed to me, I own her. Do you understand? So it's really not making sense. And they forget the fact that it takes a lot of terms and effects on this particular girl.
I mean, their body,
their mental health, they are open to so many, talking about health wise, they're open to so many infections.
Yes.
Just because their body is
never fully developed
it's not
yet.
just that it's not developed, and they are now getting to the extent of getting them pregnant. Most of them actually lose their lives in the process.
Yes.
Just like I've watched a movie where I don't know if you know about this movie, Amina. Yeah, so it's about this whole thing, child marriage. So that particular lady was supposed to be giving out for marriage. Do you understand? So she went to a society where they practice that stuff, and then she saw a particular girl who ran out. She was supposed to give birth. She lost the child. She had this. They call it. There's this stuff they call it where pus was like coming out of her vagina and stuff like that. She could not walk. She could not eat. She could not. She didn't get herself at all. And then the society rulers were like against this particular lady that was trying to like help the whole situation. They were against her and saying, "Oh, it's our tradition. You have no right to come from your own city or wherever you're coming from to come and tell us what to do and stuff." And most of the time, the people that even put this whole rule are elderly men. They'll come out and be like, is she a girl? That's what she's being given birth to for herself. So it's really not making sense at all.
It is absurd, honestly. And I don't like this big company. People are still engaging in that. Honestly, it's very, very. And we're also using our platform here just to create awareness for this as well. Because on Curious Man, all we do here is to create awareness for the right things, and we need to advocate for the right things as well. So honestly, it's very, very sad, and I hope it never happens to any of our loved ones or even in general. Because it doesn't make any sense. Because we're all human beings. Nobody as a rat or nobody's a birth making machine or a child making machine here. Do you understand? There are a lot of orphanages where you want a child so bad, go to your orphanage, pick a child, and necessary arrangement and get a child for yourself, honestly. But child is all about discovery, growth, and experience. Do you understand? So taking these things from these young girls is really, really depressing. Honestly.
And they grow up to have that trauma. And most of them would be like, okay, it happened to me, it has to happen to my children.
Yes, generational causes. Yes. So we should stop it now. So that's making a change, putting our voice out now to make a difference, make a move. And that'll be for today, besties. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section on this particular topic. Do what follow us on social media platforms on Facebook at Radio Media, on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube on Radio. Until next time, I remain your host, Vanessa.
Vanessa again today.
See you guys in our next video.
Bye.